EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Check out. 674. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Hey, check. You gonna get this?
Check your hot read. Sponge. No.
Watch the motion.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck got a man open. It's Ross. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Mexico. 12. Go.
Throwing his Luck. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Let's go. Watch left.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
30 base. Yeah.
Max 50. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Let's see it.
Bravo. Hit it.
On 1st down, it's Hill. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mike 50.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Monday. 12. Check 4.
Here's Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That will give running right is Lynch. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
26.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 10 yards yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We got right. Hey, keep it up. Go ahead. Check 15. Check 15.
They'll try the air now with Luck. Forced out to his left. They'll try and run it. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 24, Luck. Open man is Ross, complete. The end result, 21 yards. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss.
Green 18. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Yeah, live. 33.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
33. Check my 33. Check my 33. Man out.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Hey, Echo.
33. What we got? Hey, check.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, high 7.
Rodgers now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Check. 11. Mike 51. Hey, Orvin. 11Z.
On first down, Locke. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Shoot.
They'll run with Lynch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Marshawn Lynch with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for LA.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Back to throw. Luck escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check out. 140. Referee.
3 down.
Check. Quo. Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Let him know.
11
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun, Luck. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Take up. 5, 6, 5.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4.
Strong right.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Luck on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
12.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
And here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jet 300. Jet 300. Check 533.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he completes it to Cohen. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And a Panther first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Ready, ready. 10-2, son. I got you, son.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch twist. Watch twist.
First down, the run with Lynch. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
General West.
From the 41, Hill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
30. Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Terrence Brooks with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 45 on 2nd down, Luck got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. There goes a deep ball in. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's Hill, complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Check out. 622.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're going to go. It's Lott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go again with Lindsey. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now it's Lott. Complete to Jones. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run. Devontae Freeman. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Back. Let's go, Mexico.
They'll run it. Freeman. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 13. 80 weapons. Patch it. Fire.
And this is Clark with a grab. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 36-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lynch. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, Alpha.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hey, Delta.
After the interception, it's Luck. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Check out. 1, 6, 2, 7.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now Luck. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Luck. He's got his man here. It's Green. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
On second down, it's Freeman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
On the set. Now.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Ready, ready.
He may try and run for this. The 20. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 16-yard line.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
3 down, 3 down.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, you know, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.